Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secure Team, and the first thing that I want to discuss today is the continued theory, which may not be so much of a theory seeing as we're gathering more and more evidence to support it, that with which is the continued capturing of unidentified objects, some would say off-world objects, that have been and still are interacting with our lightning and thunderstorms here down on Earth. We've spoken about this many times in the past, and today we have an amazing new capture to add to that evidence pile of what can only be described by the viewer, and by me, and by everyone I've shown since, is yet another one of these objects, either struck by, caught within, or siphoning energy from another one of these lightning bolts, snapped just at the right time as it was coming down over the Czech Republic, which, if you don't know, is a country located in Central Europe, right next to Germany, Poland, Slovakia, and Austria. And so, as you're seeing in this still image here that was taken from a video and posted on Instagram by the user Mrs. Lampshade, and then sent to me by a friend of the user, we can see what appears to be an obvious triangular-shaped object, and this massive lightning bolt, what appears to be piercing right through it, lighting the entire object up with it. And without even tweaking the image, we can clearly make out the rigid outline of something, at least taking the form of a triangle. But for the sake of analyzing it further, let's go ahead and increase the contrast, lower the brightness a little bit, and see what we can find. So here we are, and already we can see the object, whatever it is, coming out even more clear. The sharp edges of the object itself become much more defined. We also begin to see what appears to be a little bit of shadowing within the object, which would tell me that it's likely much more three-dimensional than just a flat object. And we'll go ahead one step further and invert the image, which further gives us more detail to where we're not only seeing this triangular outline, but what appears to be this sort of V-shaped outline protruding from the object itself. So this is definitely an amazing finding, but not only that, is that it gives credence to this theory and adds to the other pieces of evidence that we have thus far, proving in my mind, and I think many of you will agree, that there's something very strange happening with specifically the lightning storms and the energy surrounding Earth. These storms and the electric energy coming from them are, some would say, being harnessed by these unknown objects to power their craft, their ships, whatever you want to call them. And the evidence has certainly shown that. And even the specific shape of the UFO in this new image reminded me of another well-known sighting in an image yet again taken during a lightning strike witnessed from the USS Abraham aircraft carrier a couple of years back, of yet another one of these triangular-shaped objects, where not only do we see the lightning attracted to the object, and unlike in this new photograph, the lightning itself would appear to be attracted back upwards towards the object, or possibly coming from the object itself as opposed to coming from the clouds down towards the ground, and where every single bolt of lightning looks to be coming out, curving back up into the bottom of this thing. Here we have another photograph taken from the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower. This time we can see the bolts of lightning coming down, actually touching the ocean water. However, as you zoom in and analyze what's in the distance between these lightning bolts, you'll begin to notice, one after the other, of these mysterious glowing orbs lingering very close to said lightning bolts. Here is a piece of footage taken in yet another storm, where at first you may think this glowing object is the moon. However, it becomes quickly evident that the object is certainly within the storm. This is an extremely fascinating clip that we featured in a video a couple of years back, where a viewer from Brazil had began recording what they inferred was a freak occurrence, where this massive grouping of clouds filled with lightning virtually appeared out of nowhere, And as they continued recording, things got stranger, and that was when another one of these glowing objects appeared sitting completely static and still right outside of the storm before suddenly starting to move toward the storm clouds and then completely vanishing within.
Aquilo não é avião.
Não, é OVNIs.
Nunca foi avião. Aquilo é avião, rapaz?
É OVNIs.
Aquilo é um avião? Nunca foi. Não é? Não, e avião não anda no meio.
Lógico que avião não anda, ele não tem perna.
Ai, meu Deus, ele não voa no meio das nuvens em raio, não. Que afeta o motor dele. Fica parado. Tava subindo até agora, olha lá. Olha lá, tá subindo. Não tá esquisito, filha? Aquilo não é um avião.
E você tá pegando direitinho essas imagens?
É seres de outro planeta.
Cadê? Tá bem longe.
Tá sumindo.
Olha lá, vai entrar na nuvem.
Tá dando de lado.
Olha lá.
Não é aquele helicóptero, não?
Não.
Tá sumindo.
Olha.
E sumiu.
Olha lá.
É avião, mas não.
Sei lá, o avião não anda em nuvem assim, não. Olha aquilo. Muito esquisito, não é? Olha. Não, tá relampeando só. Olha lá.
Vai sair da nuvem. Vai sair da nuvem, mãe.
In another clip, once again taken in Brazil, we have what by all accounts seems like a typical lightning storm. However, looks can once again be deceiving. And so as you've watched in this video thus far, and as you continue to do research on your own, it becomes clear that the more and more you look, the more you will find instance after instance of these mysterious, shadowy objects, sometimes and at just the right time, witnessed flying or sitting near, and or full-blown interacting with the very lightning that you and I see sometimes on a weekly basis right outside our homes. And it would certainly make sense to me that if there were a vehicle that could travel vast distances to a planet like ours, why not construct it so that it could utilize something that comes very natural and is very abundant on not only our planet, but virtually every other planet we found in the solar system that harbors some sort of atmosphere, and the unlimited power supply that would come with that. So once again, you guys tell me what you think down below. Big thanks to the viewer out of the Czech Republic who sent this over to me, and to all of you out there, the next time that you have a storm outside your house, maybe pick up a camera, take a couple of seconds and snap a few photos, because you never know what you might find. So with that, thank you all for stopping by today. Strange times indeed that we are living in, and it has once again been a pleasure to go down this rabbit hole with all of you guys, so stay tuned. I've got much more coming, and I will see you all back in just a bit. Stay safe, guys.